The college was established in 1993, but the first cohort of students were recruited in 1994. The vision of the college is to become a center of excellence in teacher education and continuing professional development, while the mission is to train teachers who shall make a positive contribution to the development of this nation, but at the same time those that would make education a lifelong endeavor in teaching, research, consultancy, as well as outreach activities.
This is Domasi College of Education, located in Zomba district in the eastern region of Malawi, some 20 kilometers away from Zomba city along the M3 road to Lilongwe and Mangochi, one of the lakeshore districts in the region. The college is the largest Central School teaching training institution in Malawi and trains teachers at both diploma and bachelor's degree levels using two modes of delivery, face-to-face and distance. The college also trains lecturers for primary school teacher training colleges, TTCs, to bachelor's degree level. The college is affiliated to University of Malawi, UNIMA. Domasi College of Education is a government-funded education institution headed by a principal.
As a teacher education institution, we ensure that the recruitment of students is of high standards. We recruit students with 6 credits at MSCE.
Because a nation only grows if the people that are in that country are educated. And the passage to university education is the secondary school. And therefore it is important and paramount that as a country we grow and we make sure that our secondary schools are used, our secondary schools have the teachers, our secondary schools are accessed by so many learners, because it is within this policy under the government that we as a country we needed to promote quality education.
The college was established to alleviate the shortage of science and language central school teachers in Malawi, which was estimated at 700 then. Initially, Domasi College of Education had 390 male and 150 female bed spaces respectively to upgrade primary school teachers to diploma level. This was a 2-year program. In 1997, the college opened its doors to school leavers for a 2-year diploma course. The course duration was extended to 3 years, and courses in social sciences were also introduced.
The college introduced the training of teachers through the distance mode of delivery in 2000. It was the first to train teachers through that mode in Malawi. Secondly, in the year 2004, the college also embarked on a program of training lecturers for teacher training institutions. And these are in almost all TTCs in the country. In 2009, by way of responding to the need by diploma secondary school holders, the college embarked on an upgrading degree course for diploma teachers.
In 2004, the college introduced the Bachelor of Education Primary to train lecturers for teacher training colleges. The college embarked on upgrading diploma central school teachers to a bachelor's degree level in 2009. In 2016, Domasi College of Education introduced a 4-year Bachelor of Education generic program.
Regarding the status of distance learning here, as of now we have a cohort that we are offering this the program through ODL. This cohort is funded by ISEM. ISEM is improving secondary education in Malawi. It's a project that is funded by EU. So we have a cohort and we have got students from all over the divisions. ISEM has got its impact area in various districts in Malawi. So we have got students from all over those districts, and these students are being trained through distance education. And at the end of the day, they will get a diploma in education to teach in secondary schools.
The college has 3 faculties, namely the Faculty of Education, the Faculty of Humanities, and the Faculty of Science. And these faculties are made up of departments, and in total we have 9 academic departments. The Faculty of Humanities, anywhere we can go where we have institutions of higher education, the faculty offers studies in human beings and their relationships and their interactions and the world they live in. I would like to quote Ronald Reagan, who said, the arts and humanities define who we are as people and what we can do. Now, the Faculty of Humanities offers studies in social sciences and languages. Now, the rationale for establishing this faculty at this institution is to equip students with skills and content for teaching humanities subjects.
The Faculty of Science has 3 departments: mathematics and computer studies, biological sciences, and physical science.
So the faculty has one goal of equipping our students with the scientific and mathematical knowledge. At the same time, we also equip them with the practical skills, where we require them to do hands-on activities, minds-on activities. They communicate what their results are, and at the same time develop their attitudes to teach science in secondary school as well as mathematics. And not only teaching, we also, as a faculty, together with the lecturers in the faculty, we are committed to see graduates who are knowledgeable, equipped with the modern knowledge of science and mathematics. At the same time, they should be committed to their work.
The Faculty of Education has education foundations and teaching studies departments.
The Faculty of Education has 2 departments: Education Foundations, Contemporary and Emerging Issues Department, and we also have Curriculum and Teaching Studies Department. So as a faculty, we provide complementary modules that helps to support the subjects that are taught in the other faculties. All the modules that we provide in this faculty are compulsory. Therefore, Education Foundation, Contemporary and Emerging Issues, as a department, we offer modules that enable our teacher learners to understand and explain the theories about teaching and the leadership in their teaching careers.
Besides the 3 faculties, there is also a Center for Distance and Continuing Education, CDCE. The center coordinates short courses and open and distance learning ODL activities. Under short courses, Domasi College of Education offers pedagogy courses to lecturers and instructors who do not have teaching backgrounds. Domasi College of Education stands out as a pioneer institution in training secondary school teachers through the distance education mode in the country.
Regarding the role of the center, and for Center for Distance and Continuing Education, we work as a logistical center. By logistical center is we coordinate all the activities related to open and distance learning. The college offers her programs through open and distance learning. So the center is solely put in place as a coordination center on behalf of the college when offering such type of programs. And another element of the role of the center, we also offer continuous professional development courses, short courses especially in pedagogical aspect to those people that are teaching, but they don't have the teaching professional background. So as a center, we offer such type of courses.
Teachers who graduate from the college are of high quality because of the nature of training they undergo. They are well equipped in both theoretical and practical aspects of teaching. Methodology courses in the college begin in the second semester of the first year. The students enjoy wide practical exposure through peer teaching in class, after which the students are taken to Domasi Demonstration Central School for lesson observation, thereafter micro-teaching. Students also sample teaching in both public and private central schools within Domasi Malosa area.
For Domasi College of Education, they start studying education foundation courses in year 1, right away from semester 1. And for methodologies, it's the same thing. When they get to semester 2 of year 1, we expose them to methodologies in both the subjects that they study. So we look at this as one of the unique aspects of the courses that we offer. But other than that, we ensure that our students are exposed to classroom environment. So they start teaching one another in what we call peer teaching. They practice teaching on one another. Once they accomplish that, we take them out to do micro teaching, and we use our demonstration secondary school. You know, that's one of the unique aspects of this college, because we do have a demonstration secondary school as well as a demonstration primary school. So the demonstration schools act as a laboratory for our students as they train to become teachers.
The actual teaching practice session lasts a complete school term, and students are supervised by college lecturers. Each student is observed for a minimum of 4 times during teaching practice.
In the first place, I think I should be thankful to the students for cooperating with us. In fact, we have set aside some rules and regulations where we actually try to manage conflict, because normally these demonstrations or acts of misconduct are a result of lack of communication between management on one hand and the students on the other hand. So we decided to set these rules and regulations that must be followed. If they have got some problems, some conflicts, when they are not happy, there are set steps that they must take, and they have been able to do that. And that explains why up to now we have never seen any demonstrations at this college.
Values and ethics of teaching profession are inculcated in the students.
Firstly, we understand that being a council is a bridge. We have to take students' consent to the management, and the management also speaks to the students through SRC. So whenever students have concerns, they speak through us, and our administration is so open that we can reach the principal, the registrar, the deputy principal anytime we want. So we discuss with them issues concerning students, and they answer us positively. Whenever things are not okay, we discuss and we see the way forward. That's why we can never hear of demonstrations happening in our institution.
Some former graduates are holding key positions in government and private sector.
I'm not alone who is a prominent member of society as a graduate of Domasi College of Education. There are a lot, and maybe I can just mention a few here. The first that I can mention is Catherine Kumamba. This one is a Dean of Education here at Domasi College of Education. She did her distance education program as a diploma student here. So now she's a lecturer here. And then we also have Mrs. Rose Kalizangoma. This one is a Chief Education Officer for Higher Education at the Ministry of Education. And also we have Honorable Grace Kwerepeta, who is a Member of Parliament for Zomba Malosa constituency. Another one is Mr. Badwin Chiamaka. He is a member of Malawi Human Rights Commission. Simon Chibaya. He is also a lecturer in mathematics at Malawi University of Science and Technology, just to mention a few.
The college is envisioning offering a master's degree program and fully-fledged open and distance e-learning, or DEL, in the near future. In a bid to expand and upgrade the college, the government of Malawi, with support from the Japanese government, is implementing a project on expanding and upgrading of Domasi College of Education. The contractor is Konoike Construction Company Limited from Japan. The construction works commenced in July 2019, and the project value is more than 13 billion kwacha. This project is being supervised by Matsuda Consultant International from Japan.
And one lecture block, and one laboratory, and one office block, and 6 buildings of the female hostel. Our quality is we are following the Japanese specification. So our building is almost a concrete structure. So it's the standard of the Japanese. So we are trying that good quality of the construction. We will hand over to the Malawi government. If we finish the work, so we can hand over to the Malawi student for the library. It's I think many books inside. So the student can read many books and they can study more. It's good for the Malawi student. Yeah.
Been operating for 25 years, and we inherited premises that were used by a teacher education institution. There were some expansions that took place, but this one, I think it's the major project that we have. You can imagine that we're going to have like 6 laboratories, 2 each for biology, physics and chemistry, and that is going to help us improve the teaching of sciences. And we are mindful that the nation requires a number of science teachers, particularly in secondary schools. And you might be aware that government is also constructing 250 secondary schools or more, and that would also require teachers and more of science teachers for that matter. So we feel that the coming in of the laboratories will give the students chance to do more of practical in sciences, and we are sure by the time they graduate from this place they will be well prepared to handle science lessons out there.
As government, we are also expanding 100 community day secondary schools. And also by expanding, then we have more enrollment, and because of more enrollment, we also have more teachers.
The key components of the project are a modern library with a capacity of 40,000 volumes of books and 500 reading spaces, 2 lecture theaters of 150 seating capacity each, 3 lecture rooms with 40 seating capacity each, a computer laboratory with a seating capacity of 20, 2 laboratories each for biology, chemistry and physics, a special needs education unit, an office block to accommodate deans of faculty and heads of department, 144 bed space hostel blocks for female students. This will take the total number of bed spaces for female students to 414 from 270. In addition to these modern facilities, JICA will provide modern equipment for laboratories, lecture theaters, special needs unit, and the library, including furniture.
In addition to that, the expansion project has got a computer lab, and this computer lab will be used to train teachers on how to use ICT facilities when they are home. Because one of the things that we do, we encourage the teachers to be innovative in trying to find out additional resources to the module that we give them. So they will learn other IT facility skills and how they can use their phones and the computers in their houses in terms of searching the material. And lastly, there is also an element of special needs education. And in relation to special needs education, I think one of the policies of the government is issues of inclusivity in terms of equitable access to education.
The following are some of the benefits the project will bring to the college and the country at large: increased access to secondary school teacher education, improved quality of delivery for Domasi College of Education programs, increased inclusiveness to secondary school teacher education, and enhanced governance and management of the college.
Nation only grows if the people that are in that country are educated, and the passage to university education is the secondary school. Yes, somebody may pass primary school, but if it doesn't go to Sunday school, it will be difficult for that one to find the doors into the university. And therefore it is important and paramount that as a country we grow and we make sure that our Sunday schools are used, our Sunday schools have the teachers, our Sunday schools are accessed by so many learners.
In order to promote students' health and safety, the college runs a clinic with support from Zomba DHO. The clinic is operating from a temporary structure. As such, government is constructing a more befitting college clinic.
At the clinic, the students faced a lot of problems. Firstly, students were spending a lot of time queuing for services, either at Domasi Hospital or St. Luke's Hospital. They were losing out of class time that way. So the management thought it was that they should have a clinic here. Secondly, the nearest hospital, which is Malawi, St. Luke's, it's a private hospital. So students, for them to access health services at this facility, they were supposed to pay. So it was also a struggle for the students to pay before this clinic was introduced. The construction of the new clinic began in January this year, 2020, but the project initially started in 2019, but it has been implemented in this year, 2020. So as you can see that the room which we are operating from is too tiny, there isn't enough space. So we were hindered to give some health services such as HIV services, reproductive health. So with the new clinic that is being constructed, it will give us room for such services to be introduced, so that our students should access all the health services that they are needed to get.
Domasi College of Education Expansion Project will uplift the face of the college and create an enabling environment for the development of various programs. Apart from improving the quality of education in Malawi, the project has also created employment for communities around the college, especially for women and youths in the area of Senior Chief Malimia in Zomba.
Choyambirira ndona kuti anthu mbuyomu akangokhala kuno opanda zochita komano kule chimene yakulisidwa anthu akupeza ntchito zosiyana-siyana zimene akupindula mabanja mwawo komanso m'makomo mwawo. Chinthu china nchona kuti chituko chamabwera ngati chimenechi anthu amatha mwina kupanga mabizinesi, ena asegula mashopu, ena ngakhale manyumba alenti kumene kuti anthu amene akubwerawa kuti azikhalamo. Ndeti chimene tikuona kuti anthu ambiri adera lino akupindula chifukwa chakukwezedwa kwa sukulu imene. Pali ana ambiri amene akupindula. Choyambira wani sukulu ikakhala pa ubale wabwino ndi anthu akumuzi. Ifeso anthu akumuzi timakhala ndi mwayi woti tipindule. Nditi kuzoona kuti kunoko anthu athu ambiri tilipo pali anthu ambiri amene apindula ndi sukulu imene ya Domasi amene kwawo kuli konkuno kwa Malemi.
The government of Malawi has made tremendous improvements in education. In order to improve the quality of higher education, government has taken different measures. For example, government implemented the Higher Education Science and Technology HASTE project, which aimed at improving the quality and relevance of skills development in Malawi for job creation and employability of graduates. Besides higher education of science and technology, government also implemented Skills Development Project SDP, which sought to equip youths with technical skills. The project covered different areas of tertiary education, including community technical colleges, with the aim of making graduates productive. Domasi College of Education works with the Ministry of Labor, Skills and Innovation to train instructors for the technical colleges in pedagogy. Following the successful completion of the two projects, government will shortly introduce a new project in higher education called Skills for a Vibrant Economy SAVE project.
We are aware that we have a number of people out there that are not yet employed. And now this is their opportunity. Because by just building 250 Sunday schools, that means a lot. We have even more than 20 teachers per Sunday school. That is a lot, and which means those that are not employed, that's the opportunity they will get employed. Because as a nation, we are also looking at giving employment to our youth. who are just staying idle. Apart from government maybe constructing the technical colleges, community technical college, where others will go there and learn.
We are allowed to go to other private secondary schools or at Domasi Demonstration Secondary School to conduct our practicals. There we practice how to teach in class. We are given lessons that we practice there at the private secondary schools or there at Domasi Demonstration Secondary School.
Domasi College of Education Expansion Project has created employment opportunities for some villagers working at the construction site and increased sales for the business community around Malosa Domasi area. Some people in the area have also constructed houses to let out to both staff and non-residential students.
Pafupifupi 80% ya anthu ndi ana school amene ali pa Domasi College. Ndimapindula nayo kuti business yanga ifikepo kwera size iyi ndi chifukwa cha malonda amene ndimapanga pakatikati pa ana school amene amaphunzira pa college ndi ineyo. Kuchokera mu shop ija malonda amene ndimapanga ndi Domasi College ana school ndakwanisa kutulutsamo kumanga nyumba zimene mukuzionazi zimenenso nditakhala pasi nalingalira kuti ndibwenzere ubwino kumene ndazipeza zinthu ndi masunga ana school Domasi College amene amatengedwa pa njira yoti amakhala oyendera suti amasungidwa nkati muja ndi amakhala kunoko ndi mawasunga eneyo mwalenti.
The expansion of Domasi College of Education will definitely add value to access, equity, quality, relevance, governance and management of education in Malawi.
Yes, I'm very excited with the expansion project because as a faculty we are going to benefit a lot. We are going to have laboratories, modern laboratories with modern equipment, which is going to help our students get out very, very prepared to teach science in the various secondary schools that they are going to teach.
The fact that there are 2 lecture theaters which will accommodate 150 each, this one will help us to eliminate the number of hours that we meet with the students during the teaching.
We have a good number of students who are non-residential. They are out there, and the conditions under which they live are very bad. They are not good. They are not conducive to learning. And since one of the projects for this expansion is the construction of a hostel, we think this is going to alleviate the problem that they are facing. That's number one. Number two, classrooms are going to be decongested because we have got a very small number of classrooms and they are usually congested. But the lecture rooms that they are going to construct are going to accommodate all the students in any specific class.
This will be achieved through use of modern laboratory facilities, library, special needs unit, lecture theaters with large seating capacities, and offices for deans and heads of department and female hostels. In 2005, the Japanese government constructed the Demonstration Center School, gymnasium, computer laboratory, and 120 bed space hostels for female students. Malawians, therefore, have all the reason to be grateful to all development partners such as JICA from Japan, the constructor on site, Konoike Construction Company Limited, and the government of Malawi is particularly grateful to the Japanese government itself for continued support in uplifting the face of Domasi College of Education. This is Domasi College of Education.